Hello my darlings, my name is Victoria and this is Veritas Tarot. Leo, I'm going to be doing your September soulmate reading for you, and we are going to be looking at what's in your head space, your heart space, your soulmate's head and heart space, their intentions towards you, get some advice from Spirit, and then I'm going to clarify the spread and pull you some oracle cards. In honour of the harvest moon this month and Mother Nature, I'm going to be using 3 decks today. We're going to be using Spirit Song Tarot, which is a new deck I have. It's just beautiful. I'm very excited to be using this. And then to clarify the spread, we're going to be using the Animal Tarot cards. And then to finish, the Animal Kin Oracle. So Leo, if it resonates, please be very grateful. If you would like, comment, share, subscribe. If it doesn't, please don't try and make it fit. It just simply means it wasn't for you, and there'll be a reading for you at exactly the right time you need to hear it, guided by Spirit. Obviously, as you know, the energies can be reversed too. Although these readings are for September, they're also timeless. So whenever you're meant to come across this reading, this is when you're meant to see it. So yeah, let's move on with your reading and let's see what's in your headspace. Thank you, Spirit. What's in Leo's headspace? Whoever needs to hear these messages, thank you. So you have got the King of Acorns, which is the King of Wands, and you've also got the Justice card as well. So what I'm getting with this, the Justice card first of all is represented here by the Crow. So the Justice card is very much about making a balanced decision about something, and it's about wanting things to be fair and to be right as well. The Justice card, you know, with the Crow, it's about the gifts of sort of ancient wisdom, those listening to your soul, listening to your intuition. You are very much receiving those gifts at this time in order to help you make a balanced decision. And it's bringing you in clarity as well. You are, in making this decision, Spirit is asking you, and you are doing as such, you're standing in your personal integrity with making this decision. And you're weighing up this decision very carefully. I believe you've learnt from, thank you Spirit, you've learnt from lessons in the past, and you're now trusting your soul, your instinct for that guidance going forward. And you've got here in your headspace the King of Acorns, who is the King of Wands. So this is somebody I feel that you're thinking about. This is somebody who's very passionate, knows what they want as well, very driven, very optimistic, very creative about their life. This is represented here by the King of Wands, is represented here by the horse, which is beautiful. And horses also represent somebody who's very free-spirited, very energetic, very charismatic, as I said. I feel as well with the horse spirit animal here that there's no holding back with them. They're very much persevering. You know, they have a great sense of perseverance about them. And I think maybe, I'm just getting this feeling that maybe because of where they are, you're maybe feeling a little bit sort of just slow down a little bit. And I think you are wanting things to be, you know, much more balanced in terms of energy, in terms of the way they're coming towards you. Maybe they're just rushing in a little bit too much. So let's see what is in your heart space. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Leo's heart space. Thank you. Yes, you've got, makes complete sense. You've got the Queen of Feathers here, who is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is somebody who has gone on a journey, as we've said. You've gone on a real journey, and that was very clear with the Justice card, you know, with the Crow here. And you have, as I said, learned from your lessons. You've come to a place where you, because you've gone on this journey, because you've gone through an experience that has shifted and changed you, or maybe more than one experience, you're at a place where you don't take fools gladly. You, that expression has just been given to me. You are very fair. Again, you are very, you're as sweet as anything, but you absolutely speak your truth. You expect that for whoever is in any relationship you may have, whether it be with a soulmate or friends or family. and you will not sort of, if somebody comes to you and they're not being their true selves, you won't entertain it. But equally, you're very, you will receive them as the Queen, let's put it that way. You're in that receiving mode, you'll receive them as the Queen. You have a very, this is represented here, the Queen of Swords by the bat. So the bat has very sharp perceptions, okay? Their sort of radar can cut through that sort of what's hidden, that sort of darkness as well. And it's about not standing, not wanting to be fooled. And there's an enormous spiritual depth to you, and you're not afraid of, facing your fears. You haven't been afraid in the past of facing your fears and facing the darkness. So that's a very, you've got here this King of Wands, this Queen of Swords and Justice card. So this is, a very strong reading coming through here, Leo, for whoever this is resonating with. Let's see what's in your soulmate's headspace. Thank you. Well, they have got, this is for you, the Three of Pentacles. They've got, and I love this card, Three of Crystals, the honeybee, okay? We all love bees, and we're all very protective of bees as well. I always say now, I'd give the bees keys to my car if I could. We all love them so much. So the Three of Pentacles is about, this is in their headspace for you. It's about wanting to build a foundation with you, wanting to build something that's got structure and is going to have, so much is going to come out of this foundation. So their intentions towards you are from the right space. They want, as the bee, to have a clear plan of action, and they know that there's a, bees represent teamwork as well, so they know that you two together, as a relationship together, will be something that is very beneficial for the community, for everybody around you, whether that is, your family, their family, if they've got children and you've got children from past relationships. And the bee also does, the bee is very busy working. It doesn't look for any accolades. The worker bee, the honeybee, they work incredibly hard for their community. And so I think this is lovely to see here, this in their headspace. They're busy planning. They're busy looking for, how to, if this is about persuading you, they're busy trying to persuade you that this is the right thing to do, to come together. So let's see what's in their heart space towards you, Leo. Thank you. Oh, you've got two cards that have come out here. Okay, so you've got, first of all, beautiful, the King of Shells. This is the King of Cups. So, and you've also got the Five of Acorns as well, which is the Five of Wands. So, the King of Cups, overflowing with love, so much love to give. Cups obviously representative of, emotions. They can be positive, they can be negative, love, relationships, romance, and everything. The King of Cups is not terribly good about speaking how he feels. He might be quite, come across as being sometimes quite practical, I'm getting, rather than actually, because he can't almost get the words out, but he's very much in his emotions. This beautiful seahorse is, and I like the fact that he's, here is another horse coming across as him as the King of Wands. So he is very much a free spirit, and maybe that's what's concerning you, that it's somebody that you may feel, the King of Wands, you may feel that he might be in and out of your life. But this seahorse, seahorses represent, let's see what it says on the harmony and integrity. So there is very much in his heart space for you. It feels right. It feels right. His feelings are feeling right to him, and he has a huge amount of integrity in terms of what he is wanting to talk to you about or talking to you about. The seahorse is a visionary, as I said, and they have, it's all about a nurturing instinct, so he feels very protective over you. And whatever messages he wants to give you, they are messages from the heart. And he will, with this little seahorse balancing himself through sort of sheer willpower, he will be able to talk to you. He wants to be able to talk to you through sheer willpower, be able to get the right words out. And he's going to he's going to remain very focused on what he wants, on his destination. You have got here this 5 of acorns, which is the 5 of wands. And for me, you know, and this talks here about challenge and growth. So this is where the Justice card is coming in your headspace. Is there something that is a challenge around you both? This is why, you know, you're making this sort of very balanced decision. You know, the leopard here represents problem solving. So in his heart, he's trying to solve whatever problem or issue that there may be in this through his feelings rather than his thoughts. And that's really, really good to see. You know, it's about him shifting into that heart space as opposed to being in his head space. And the leopard is about pursuing goals with passion. So he very much, just like this King of Wands, wants to pursue this with, you know, this with this. It's a challenge for him, but be able to do it from a place of integrity, a place of knowing, a place of love. And he's, you know, the leopard again is about being open to views of others as well. So, you know, maybe with this 5 of wands as well, thank you, Spirit, you know, the 5 of wands can represent a lot of negative energies around somebody and people sort of putting their 10 pence worth in, you know, their thoughts and their opinions. And it's with that understanding, that challenge about, you know, what direction it is. It's about listening to oneself first as opposed to others, but also understanding if others are not talking to you from their own cloudy lens of life, but actually what they're saying to you is ringing true. You know, when people speak from a place of love and when they speak from a place from their heart, that's God coming through as well. That's messages. So he's going through a sort of inner battle at the moment in his heart, but it's like you're transforming him from having come from somewhere that I'm feeling somewhere that he was muddled to somewhere where he's getting very clear, and he's very focused with this three of crystals, this 3 of pentacles and this King of Cups. So maybe that's why you're listening to the reading, because sometimes you're getting mixed messages from him. But I think he's gone through something that has maybe closed off his heart chakra, and now it's opening up with you. So let's have a look at his, where are we? His intentions towards you. Sorry, because we had more than one card for each place. I got confused there, so let's put those on together. His intentions, there we are. So you've got the 3 of acorns here, which is the 3 of wands. So he's very much, you know, wands obviously, as I said, symbolic of your passions and your desires and creativities and the manifestation of your desires. He is looking at this from his higher self, okay? He's manifesting whatever he's doing with you. He's wanting it to happen from that right space, from that soul space, from that love space. You know, the giraffe represents that gift of higher perception. He's keeping a very close eye on you in a sort of very loving way, and he's trying to, I don't know why I keep saying he or she, so your soulmate, whoever you're thinking about, I do apologise. They are seeing what, they're able to see what lies ahead. So I think he has a real vision for you and for, they have a real vision for you and for them. He or she is open to new possibilities as well, open to new ways of doing things. So, you know, when you're making this justice card, this balanced decision, this, you know, you're getting truth and clarity as well. Do trust in that, because I think there is a whole, it's about not narrowing yourself to one particular way that this could be. I think this is a very free-spirited relationship with the horses here and the bees. There's a little bit of fear attached to it. Maybe it's something slightly different from what you or from they have been used to before, but they want to explore all sorts of opportunities and possibilities with you, and that's very lovely. Let's look at Spirit's advice for you, Leo. Thank you, thank you. Spirit's advice, there we go. So, well, this is beautiful. So you've got the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Shells. So I think, okay, I think you have come through something, and as I said, with the Queen of Swords, and it's still sitting with you. I see this as a new relationship, but it could be an old soulmate who's shifted and changed a great deal. But I see that you're carrying around with you, with this 10 of Wands, it says here responsibility and dedication, and this is the donkey. And the donkey is a wonderful animal. You know the lovely story that the donkey has the cross on his back because he was so loyal to Jesus, and when Jesus was crucified, he stayed there till the very end, that little donkey that carried him into Jerusalem. So God gave every donkey this image of the cross on his back. So donkeys are about loyalty, obviously, and being very trustful as well. And, you know, willingness to take on responsibilities, determination, you know, but this is Spirit's advice for you as well. It's about knowing boundaries, okay, knowing your boundaries. And I think this is why it's so important. You've got this Justice card here as well. It's about making this balanced decision. And it's a knowing about how much you can handle and set your limitations, okay? So are you carrying around too much, doing too much for other people at the moment? You know, is this where there's 3 of crystals is in his or her headspace? This about laying a foundation. Do they want to help you in terms of where you are right now and what you're doing with your life? Do you have a lot of responsibilities? They're very focused on you as this King of Cups. And it's about letting go of things that no longer serve you. So whatever attachments that you may have, which is affecting your decision with this relationship, it's about letting go and trusting, coming back to this truth and clarity in your perception, and truth is the Queen of Swords. It's about letting go of that, because you've also got this 5 of Cups here, the 5 of Shells, and that is a headspace where there is a lot of release needed to be done of the past, release of thoughts and feelings that don't no longer serve you, a release of feelings of regret, feelings of remorse, feelings of should I have done that, could I have done that. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is exactly as it's meant to be at this point that you're watching this video, and everything happens for us in order for us to shift and change, learn and grow and let go and evolve, and to come to an extraordinary place of self-love. And the firefly here, okay, the firefly is wonderful because it's that glow, it's that spark, that sort of it's that light, that sort of way of hope. And what I'm getting is that actually you've been your own light. Maybe you haven't realized it in all this darkness that you've gone through. You know, you have been your own light. Your soul has been guiding you as that light. And there is for you now, where you are in this space, I can feel that you are coming to a place where you feel like you're coming to the end of the tunnel. There is that light there for you as well. And it's a reminder that things are not always as they appear. And I'm feeling with this that what is remaining here unhealed, unlet go of, and with the 10 of Acorns, may be clouding your perception about who this soulmate is, that is wanting to come in and build this foundation with you. And it's about Spirit saying to you, it's about releasing, it's about looking at, you know, what's happened and saying, why has this happened for me? What am I meant to learn from it? And releasing it, and if possible, releasing it with love and forgiveness and letting it go. And understanding that people do things when they're in pain with themselves. They do things to others because they're in pain themselves. And it's about understanding that, having compassion for that, forgiving them and letting it go, because you have got hope here. This is about hope, remember. This is about readjusting, just it's that balanced decision. Remember, we go back to the Justice card. It's about you making a decision from a place of peace. Thank you, Spirit. And it's that promise of healing yourself. It's that promise of healing yourself and releasing, as I said, that sorrow. And that helps you have, thank you, Spirit, helps you have that renewed outlook. And you have this extraordinary light within you, and it's always there guiding you. And whenever you're in that dark space or a quiet space, don't listen to the hamster wheel of thoughts, but allow yourself to try and be as peaceful as possible, to listen to the receiving thought, listen to what your soul's trying to tell you. If you're having dreams, listen to those dreams as well. Again, on the bottom of the deck, as I'm saying that, we've got the Two of Acorns, which is the Two of Wands. This is again about insight and focus with the eagle, with a falcon, and making a balanced decision from your higher self, from your soul space, from your love space. So let's do some clarifiers. So I'm just going to have my quick cup of coffee. Let's do some clarifiers for you, Leo. So please clarify the King of Acorns, the King of Wands, and the Justice card. Thank you, Spirit. What have we got? Whoa. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got... now these cards, by the way, seem to be very much focused on career and things like that, but because this is a love reading, I'm going to bring in my perception, my intuition in terms of what these cards represent. So you've got this Six of Spring, and spring represents wands as well. So this is the victory card, okay? This is about you. Spirit is saying that whoever this King of Wands is, and you wanting this to things to go in the right way and being balanced and fair and everything, it is going to go in your favour. There's a great deal of happiness and joy with this when you sort of let go. And you are being, as it says in this card, you're being singled out for special recognition, and you've done an amazing job, and yes, you do deserve all the attention. So, and the little rescue dog, you know, they have gone through something, thank you, Spirit, rescue animals do go through so much, and yet they have this extraordinary ability to love still, to be in the moment, to forgive, to be hopeful, and that's what Spirit's saying to you there, which is very lovely. Thank you. You've also got the Nine of Cups, which is lovely. So this is saying this is a wish fulfillment for you, and it's saying now is the time when your dreams do come true. It's almost like little Aladdin's lamp there, isn't it? A little bit of magic. And it says, don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude to God for all that you have and all that's still yet to come. So that's really lovely. Okay, so now let's look at the Queen of Feathers. This is in your heart space. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want to say? So you've got the Moon card, which is wanting to come out. So the Moon card is a major arcana. It's about secrets. It's about being pulled and guided by your soul, like the sort of tidal waves of, you know, guided by the moon as well. It's about healing that inner child within you, those conditioned behaviours that we all have from hurts that we carry around for a very long time. But you see that sort of transformation that's happening here with the butterfly. And this is the lynx. And again, it's saying here, you know, about being pulled towards the moon, your soul guiding you. It's important to trust your intuition. Even if you're unsure of what's happening, all will be revealed soon. So worry is unnecessary. So this is to clarify the Queen of Swords. So remember that God, the universe, will always give you the answers to something at exactly the right time that you need to hear it. And it's about, I know this sounds silly in a way, but it's about letting go of all the finer details to God, to the universe, and just saying thank you for you taking care of it. And being in the moment as much as possible, and trust your feelings, you know, that intuition, trust your knowing, trust your feelings, not what you're thinking about something. Make that, you know, when you're in that Queen of Swords, which is a good place to be, but when you're in that space, think about, am I thinking these thoughts out of fear, or are these thoughts I'm thinking, are they coming from feelings where I I have a knowing, and it brings me peace and relief. So let's have a look at, on the bottom of the deck there, you had the World card, which is the end of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. So let's have a look at the three, sorry, the Three of Crystals, the Three of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. One card, one or two cards, please. There we go, very clear. So, yes, you've got the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So immediately this is saying to me that the Eight of Cups is about walking away from something. So this is in their headspace, and the Ace of Cups is about a brand new beginning. So as I said to you, I felt that they had come from something, they'd walked away something that was not fulfilling for them, and it's difficult to do that Eight of Cups. You know, there's still a period of healing and reflection is needed, and they're moving on. They're going through that time. They're moving on from something that the situation that wasn't good for them, and they're being drawn to what is going to make them happy. And I believe very much that's you, because this is this Ace of Cups. And so this is this new start, and the 8 and the Ace makes 9, which is the 9 of Cups, which is what you have in your headspace as well. So you're both mirroring each other in terms of wished fulfillment. And this, you know, this dove says here, this is the beginning of a new emotional experience for you. It may be the first blush of romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. So this is their headspace, the Three of Pentacles. So I very much feel this is a new soulmate. As I said, it can be an old soulmate that's come back in after having gone through a big shift and change like you have. But this is a soulmate wanting to come in with this wonderful Ace of Cups and offer you a new foundation, a new beginning. And this is divinely guided and divinely protected. And with the dove here, it represents so much peace attached to it. So let's have a look at the Five of Wands and the King of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. Five of Wands and the King of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. That wanted to come out, it hasn't. Five of Wands and the King of Cups. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. This is in their heart space. Lots of sevens going on here, so there's a lot of spiritual guidance around. I want to first of all say, with this King of Cups, he's coming in with the Prince of Autumn. This is in their heart space. This is that solid offer. You know, this represents the Prince of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, I'm sorry. And this is the only knight that crosses the finishing line. This is a solid offer. This has been very, it's taken some time to think through and work out and know that it's right. So trust it. And it says here, the Prince of Autumn. And I love this. They're having a very, you probably already spotted it and I've just noticed it. But I should say it. So this was this deck, completely different deck, the King of Shells. And you've got exactly the same, the Seahorse. Isn't that wonderful? So, this says trustworthy, dedicated, protective, and funny. You know, they're this King of Wands in your head, no wonder. And what I love also, Spirit's having another sense of humour, is this was the Three of Pentacles. This is in their, sorry, that was in their heart space. This is their Three of Pentacles in their head space. And although this is the Prince of Pentacles, there are 3 pentacles there as well. So they're absolutely wanting to build this foundation. They have spent a long time thinking about it. This is in their heart space, but they know this is right. And this is why they're this King of Wands. And you've got this Three of Foundation, this Three of Pentacles there in their head space. This message, if it's come through to you and you're already trying to make a decision about it, it is a message from the heart, as I said, with the Seahorse. And it's it's come from a place where they've had to overcome, as I said, a great deal of fear attached to speaking how they feel, and they're absolutely focused, completely focused on you. And I just think that's so funny. Spirit is very, very, has a lovely sense of humour. You've also got 2 sevens here. You've got the 7 of winter and the 7 of spring. So the 7 of winter is the magpie, and this represents that 7 of swords card. They have gone through some hurt. They've had to go through some contrasts. That's represented by the magpie with the black and the white. And also I think they've realised that, you know, materialistic things aren't so important as love. So this is why the King of Wands has come out. So I think they've realised that sometimes it's like fool's gold. They've realised that all that glitters is not gold. Let's put it that way. That's what I'm getting, and that has become this key for them to unlock what is important for them. They've realised that you know, we are. As I said, you have to know what you don't want in order to know what you do want. Universe, God will always give us contrasts because we only ever learn from experiences. And here you've got this 7 of Wands card that's coming out as well. So, you know, that wands, as I said, symbolic of their passion, their fire, you know, energy, and etc., etc. And, you know, this 7 of Wands is about them standing back and observing with the gecko. It's about that being assertive and believing in oneself. The traditional 7 of Wands, they're standing in a higher self position on the card, and they are being very either defensive or protective about other people and what they're thinking and saying to them. I see this with this gecko about being very, not defensive, but very determined, about being assertive, about believing in yourself. There's a real commitment here to you with the ivy here that represents commitment. It does represent about not letting go, and it does represent about spiritual growth and enlightenment. But they are, this is in their heart space, they've really gone through these contrasts, and I think that in the past somebody has taken away their personal power, sort of disempowered them, has made them not have faith in themselves, to doubt themselves. And they're now learning, because of, my God, these seahorses here, just beautiful, and the 3 of acorns and the 3 of crystals. They've learnt to trust. They've opened up their heart chakra, and they've learnt to trust again, and they've learnt to recognize what is real. Thank you, Spirit. So let's see, Leo, this is the 3 of acorns. This is the 3 of wands in their intentions towards you. Thank you, Spirit. There we go. So they have gone through, this is number 16, this is the Tower card. They have gone through, this is their intentions, I think, wow. And I like to see this here, because again, 1 and 6 makes 7. They've been guided, whatever they've been guided has been, you've got 777 here. This is angels all around, spiritual guidance, whatever journey they've been on. It's been a big journey. And I think also there's been a sort of, there's been a sudden something that's happened between you. Maybe they've suddenly been rushing towards you. Maybe you suddenly literally just met, and it's always like, oh my God, who is this person? This is amazing. But there's something that's happened suddenly. And it's also their understanding with this Tower card that important changes have happened in their life, and that they want to take action because of that. And it's about them, thank you, Spirit, it's about them not wanting to hesitate now with this 3 of wands, about manifesting what they want, about they want to move forward in the direction they know that's right for them and right for you. And look at this bird, he's literally about to just take off, and he's seeing, and the butterfly here, you know, represents transformation as well. And they've come, you know, see the mountains in the background, that represents all that sort of symbolic ending. So it's the Cuckoo here, and it says important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions you know are right for you. So exactly. Let's have a look at the advice from Spirit for you. You've got the 10 of Acorns, which is the 10 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. 10 of Acorns and the 5 of Cups. Queen of Autumn, Queen of Pentacles. My darling, Spirit is saying to you, and you've done so much work on yourself, and you're in such an amazing space now. And Spirit is saying to you, you don't have to rush into any decision, okay, first of all. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is amazing. They've come through something. You are self-reliant, self-dependent. You are full of wisdom. You are full of love. You are very grounded. The hair always represents being a great catch, okay? So the hare is somebody who, medieval times, hunters found it very difficult to catch. It represents being a fantastic catch. It's funny, before this card came out, I was getting an image of children around. I do feel there are children involved. And I do feel with this card, with the 10 of Wands, that I think the responsibilities, you're worrying about the children element in terms of this new relationship. But it's about, and look at this, Queen of Autumn, thoughtful, caring, creative, ingenious as well. This is who you are. So this is about you, and also the tortoise in the hair. Don't rush into any decisions. Do make it from the right space. Belgian hair, you'll be given advice that's both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. Focus only upon the positive in every situation or person. So this is very clear for me. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got the World card again. End of an old cycle, beginning of a new cycle. It's about you, what Spirit is asking you to do is to release hurts and things that you still are carrying with you from something in the past. Because you don't want to carry those into a new relationship, because otherwise you'll repeat the same cycle. But it's about you focusing on trusting in this soulmate connection that has come in for you, or you're very aware of they want to come in for you, because whoever this person is, they have gone through a life experience themselves like you, and they have learnt and grown from it like you have. And it's about you, as Spirit says, focusing only upon the positive in every situation or person. See it from a place of love, not from a place of fear. Put faith over love. And if you're not sure, just ask God for the right answers. It's about trust, my darling. Trust, trust, trust. You can trust your knowing, trust your feelings. Okay, so now I'm just going to pull you a couple of, see what Spirit wants to say in the Animal Kin Oracle cards for you. Thank you. Messages for Leo for this reading. Thank you, Spirit. Got a few. Bee power. Okay, so you've got another bee card here, which is lovely. And immediately this is saying to me about being in the moment, about being grateful in the moment as well. I am, the two most powerful words you can use. So it's about being in the moment. Bees are extraordinary, as I said. It's a community. And I keep getting this. I feel like you've got families that are coming together, and it's about trusting that everything will work out just how it's meant to, because this is a beautiful community and bees work so well in the community. You've got the Wombat exploration, which ties back in with the Giraffe about exploring new possibilities, new ways of doing things, which is just lovely. And you've got the Crow, magic. There is a little bit of surprise and delights here with you, for you from the universe. This is a gift for you. Trust in the magic. Trust in those signs and synchronicities. This is all very lovely. And you have got the Pig for abundance, which is gorgeous. So everything that's happening is happening, and the Justice card represents things happening in your favour. You've got the Queen of Pentacles here. You know, this is lovely. So wherever journey you're on, it's bringing in abundance for you. And thank you. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got Parrotfish, authenticity. So that's what this is saying to me about this soulmate that's coming in, is one that is very authentic and trustworthy for you. And last but not least, and I'm being drawn to pull this card, you've got Whale, communication. So communication is key, how you communicate. Whenever I have a conversation that is something that's very important to me, I always thank Spirit. I always thank my guides for the right words before. I just say thank you for the right words, and they do come. You might forget them afterwards, and you might during it think, oh, that was good, and then you forget afterwards because it's your higher self talking. So do communicate from that heart space, from that soul space. So Leo, I hope you, whoever this reading is for, resonated with it. I hope you have the rest of a lovely bank holiday weekend. It is certainly here that in England. I'm going to be going back to doing your weeklies from next week, but I hope this resonated, this September reading, with whoever was meant to hear it. In the meantime, take care, my darlings, and have a lovely rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.